And consider for a moment the journey of any significant accomplishment, whether it's building a thriving career, achieving personal fitness, or fostering meaningful relationships. None of these outcomes happen by chance. They begin with an idea, a vision in someone's mind of what could be. That vision then sparks the motivation to take the first step, which leads to the next, and the next. It's a chain reaction, starting with a single thought that grows into tangible results. But the reverse is also true in action. Procrastination or failure to move forward can often be traced back to unhelpful thoughts, doubt, fear, or indecision. The way we think about a task, goal, or challenge directly influences how we approach it. Imagine two people faced with the same opportunity. One thinks, "This is exciting. I'll give it my all." The other thinks, "This is too difficult. I'll probably fail." Their thoughts set the tone for their actions. The first person moves forward with energy and commitment, while the second hesitates or gives up before even starting. The opportunity is the same, but their results will differ drastically because of the thoughts that guided their actions. This principle is why it's so crucial to pay attention to the quality of your thoughts. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, your actions will reflect that hesitancy. You may avoid challenges, miss opportunities, or fail to give your best effort. On the other hand, when your thoughts are grounded in confidence, optimism, and determination, you take bold steps, persevere through obstacles, and find creative solutions to problems. The energy of your thoughts translates directly into the energy of your actions. But how do thoughts become actions? The process begins with belief. What you believe about yourself, others, and the world shapes the thoughts you entertain. If you believe you are capable, worthy, and resilient, your thoughts will naturally reflect those beliefs, and your actions will align with them. You'll take risks, seek out opportunities, and bounce back from setbacks. Conversely, if you believe you're inadequate or that success is beyond your reach, your actions or lack of action will mirror those beliefs. This is why changing your beliefs is often the first step in transforming your actions and ultimately your life. Clarity is another vital factor in the relationship between thoughts and actions. When your thoughts are clear and focused, your actions follow suit. A person with a clear vision of what they want to achieve will act with purpose and determination. They know where they're going and why it matters. On the other hand, unclear or scattered thoughts lead to inconsistent actions. Without a clear mental picture of your goals, it's easy to get sidetracked, procrastinate, or lose motivation. This is where intentional thought practices come into play. Visualization, for example, is a powerful way to bridge the gap between thoughts and actions. When you imagine yourself succeeding, whether it's delivering a powerful presentation, crossing the finish line of a race, or achieving a personal milestone, you mentally rehearse the actions required to make it happen. This mental preparation makes it easier to take those actions in real life, as your mind has already mapped out the path to success. Another key element in transforming thoughts into actions is the role of habits. Repeated actions form habits, and those habits create your character and results over time. But the starting point of every habit is a thought. A single decision to exercise, read, or work on a goal might seem small, but when repeated consistently, it becomes a habit that shapes your life. This is why being mindful of your daily thoughts is so important. Small, positive thoughts can lead to small, positive actions which, when repeated, build momentum and lead to significant change. Of course, the journey from thought to action isn't always smooth. Fear, doubt, and uncertainty can act as barriers, holding you back from taking the steps needed to achieve your goals. The key to overcoming these barriers lies in reframing your thoughts. Instead of seeing fear as a signal to stop, see it as an indication that you're growing and stepping out of your comfort zone. Instead of letting doubt paralyze you, challenge it with questions like, "What if I succeed?" Or "What's the worst that could happen?" These shifts in thought allow you to take action even when the path isn't perfectly clear. Finally, it's important to remember that action reinforces thought. When you take a small step toward a goal, it boosts your confidence and strengthens the belief that you can achieve it. This creates a positive feedback loop. Empowering thoughts lead to meaningful actions, and those actions, in turn, reinforce the empowering thoughts. The cycle becomes a self-sustaining engine of growth and achievement. The relationship between thoughts and actions is the foundation of all progress. When you learn to align your thoughts with your goals and take consistent actions, you unlock the ability to create any outcome you desire. It all starts with what you think, because your thoughts set everything else into motion. Success is not a mysterious force that chooses certain people based on luck or privilege. It is a result of habits that are cultivated over time. Just as a skilled athlete doesn't reach the peak of their performance overnight, a successful person doesn't attain success by chance. It's the compound effect of consistent actions repeated over time that creates extraordinary outcomes. Success, in its simplest form, is the outcome of good habits built on purposeful decisions. To understand how habits shape our lives, we must first realize that our actions, whether big or small, are determined by the habits we've formed. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is automatic. Perhaps you stretch, check your phone, or make coffee. These actions aren't the result of conscious thinking, they are habits. Now, imagine if your daily habits were designed to support your success rather than hinder it. Each small habit would be a step toward the life you desire. And over time, those small, seemingly insignificant actions compound into extraordinary results. The power of habits lies in their ability to shape your behavior without requiring constant effort. Once a habit is formed, it becomes ingrained in your routine, operating like a program running in the background of your mind. This is why success often appears effortless to those who have already cultivated the right habits. They don't have to think about doing the right thing, they do it automatically. This is also why failure often feels inevitable to those who haven't developed positive habits. Without consistent, purposeful actions, they find themselves repeating the same mistakes and falling short of their goals. The key to creating successful habits is consistency. A single action, no matter how positive, is not enough to create lasting change. Success is the result of doing the right thing day in and day out. It's the small, consistent efforts that eventually lead to mastery and achievement. A person who wants to be healthy doesn't need to take drastic actions all at once. They need to develop the habit of moving regularly, eating nutritious foods, and taking care of their body. It's the consistency of these actions, done over time, that results in a healthy and fit body. Similarly, a person who wants to be successful in business doesn't need to make a single, monumental move. They need to develop the habit of working diligently, learning continuously, and seeking opportunities. These small, consistent habits compound, leading to business success. But creating habits doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional effort and self-discipline. In the beginning, forming new habits can feel like a struggle. Your mind may resist change, and your old ingrained habits may pull you back into familiar, unproductive patterns. However, this is simply a natural part of the process. In the early stages of building a new habit, the actions you're taking may feel forced or uncomfortable. But with consistency, this discomfort fades and the new habit becomes automatic. The secret to building successful habits lies in starting small. Trying to overhaul your life all at once is overwhelming and usually leads to burnout. Instead, focus on one habit at a time. Whether it's waking up earlier, reading for 10 minutes a day, or exercising 3 times a week, commit to making that one action a part of your routine. Over time, as the habit becomes ingrained, you can add more habits that align with your goals. This gradual approach ensures that you don't get overwhelmed, and it allows you to build a foundation of small, positive actions that lead to big results. It's also important to understand the power of your environment in shaping your habits. If you want to develop the habit of eating healthier, make sure your kitchen is stocked with nutritious food. If you want to read more, create a quiet space where you can focus. Our surroundings play a critical role in supporting the habits we form, so it's essential to design an environment that makes it easier to succeed. When you remove distractions and temptations, you increase the likelihood of sticking to your positive habits. Accountability is another powerful tool in developing successful habits. When you have someone to support you, whether it's a mentor, friend, or accountability partner, you increase your chances of success. Having someone who checks in with you, encourages you, and helps you stay on track makes the journey towards success far more manageable. This external support provides the motivation and encouragement needed to keep moving forward, especially during times when you may be tempted to give up. The beauty of habit development lies in its simplicity. You don't need to make massive changes or take drastic action to be successful. It's about focusing on the small, daily habits that, when compounded, lead to extraordinary results. Success is not a one-time event, it's the accumulation of the right actions performed over time. By intentionally building, it's important to understand that a garden doesn't grow well by accident. It requires intention, effort, and vigilance. The same is true for your mind. Every day you have the opportunity to sow new seeds, thoughts of courage, ideas of creativity, and beliefs that empower you to reach your goals. But you must also be prepared to remove the weeds, those negative and limiting thoughts that creep in if left unchecked. These weeds may come in the form of self-doubt, fear of failure, or the lingering influence of past mistakes. If you don't actively pull them out, they can overtake the garden of your mind, choking the potential for growth and beauty. The nature of your thoughts determines the quality of your mental soil. Just as a gardener ensures that the soil is rich and fertile to nurture the seeds, you must cultivate a mental environment that supports the life you want to create. This means feeding your mind with uplifting ideas, inspiring stories, and empowering beliefs. It means surrounding yourself with positive influences and removing anything that threatens to pollute your mental soil. I think of it as tending to your inner world with the same care and attention you would give to a prized garden. Imagine planting a seed of self-belief. At first, it may seem small and insignificant, just as a tiny sprout might look fragile compared to the vastness of the earth around it. But with consistent care, nurturing it with affirmations, feeding it with positive reinforcement, and shielding it from the harsh winds of criticism and doubt, it begins to grow. Over time, that small seed becomes a mighty tree, its roots firmly planted and its branches reaching high. This is the power of intentional thought and focused effort. A critical part of tending your mental garden is learning to recognize the weeds for what they are. Sometimes weeds disguise themselves as harmless thoughts or even protective mechanisms. For instance, a thought like, "I'm just being realistic," might seem sensible on the surface, but it could be a mask for underlying fear or self-imposed limitation. Recognizing these weeds requires awareness and honesty with yourself. Once you identify them, you can make the conscious choice to remove them and replace them with thoughts that align with your goals and values. The act of planting and nurturing positive thoughts is not a one-time effort, it's a daily practice. Just as a garden needs regular watering, your mind requires consistent reinforcement of empowering ideas. This might involve setting aside time each morning to reflect on your goals and visualize your desired outcomes. It could mean repeating affirmations that remind you of your worth and capabilities. It might involve expressing gratitude for the blessings in your life, which enriches the soil of your mind with a sense of abundance. Another essential aspect of cultivating your mental garden is patience. Growth takes time, and results are not always immediate. A gardener doesn't dig up seeds to check if they're sprouting, they trust the process, knowing that with the right care, growth will occur. Similarly, you must trust the process of mental cultivation. You may not see the results of your efforts right away, but rest assured that every positive thought you nurture and every negative thought you uproot is contributing to your eventual harvest. External influences play a significant role in shaping your mental garden. Just as weeds can spread from nearby unkempt plots, negativity from your environment can infiltrate your mind. It's essential to protect your mental garden by being mindful of the people, media, and experiences you allow into your life. Surround yourself with those who inspire and uplift you, and seek out information and experiences that align with your values and aspirations. This creates a protective barrier around your mental garden, allowing it to thrive without interference. The most beautiful gardens are not those that are left to chance, but those that reflect the care and vision of the gardener. Your mind is no different. When you take ownership of your thoughts and deliberately cultivate a mindset of positivity, resilience, and purpose, you create a mental garden that supports every aspect of your life. The harvest you reap, whether it's personal fulfillment, professional success, or meaningful relationships, will be a direct result of the seeds you choose to plant and the care you provide. Remember, you are the gardener of your mind. Every thought you think is a seed, and every action you take is an act of nurturing your mental landscape. By planting with intention, removing the weeds of negativity, and tending to your inner world with care, you can create a life filled with growth, beauty, and boundless possibility. The garden of your mind holds the potential to flourish beyond your wildest dreams. All it needs is your guidance and attention. Emotions and thoughts are inseparable companions, each influencing and amplifying the other. At their core, emotions are the energetic response to the thoughts we hold in our minds. They give life to our ideas, shaping how we feel and ultimately how we act. Understanding this dynamic is key to mastering the art of living. For when we control our thoughts, we also gain influence over our emotions, and with that power, we steer the course of our lives. Every thought carries an emotional charge. A hopeful thought brings a sense of excitement and possibility, while a fearful thought drags you down with worry and dread. These emotions then fuel further thoughts, creating a cycle that reinforces itself. If the cycle is positive, it builds momentum, propelling you toward success and fulfillment. But if the cycle is negative, it can trap you in a spiral of doubt and discouragement, leaving you stuck in place. Recognizing this cycle is the first step to breaking free from its grip. Picture a simple scenario: you wake up in the morning, and the first thought in your mind is about an upcoming challenge. If you frame it with confidence, "I'm capable of handling this," and it's an opportunity to grow, your emotions will likely reflect determination and enthusiasm. But if your thought leans toward doubt, "I don't think I'm ready for this, what if I fail?" then fear and anxiety will set the tone for your day. The circumstance hasn't changed, the difference lies entirely in how you think about it. This is why it's so important to become aware of your habitual thoughts and their emotional impact. Most people go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations without ever stopping to examine the thoughts that drive their feelings. They assume that emotions are something that happen to them, beyond their control. But emotions are not arbitrary, they are directly tied to what you focus on in your mind. When you shift your focus, you change your emotional state. Consider the role of gratitude in this process. Gratitude is one of the most effective ways to elevate your emotional state, because it shifts your attention from what's missing to what you already have. When you take time to acknowledge your blessings, no matter how small, you send a powerful signal to your mind that there is abundance in your life. This thought of abundance generates feelings of contentment, joy, and optimism, which then inspire actions that create even more reasons to be grateful. It's a cycle of positivity that begins with a single thought. Similarly, the act of visualization is a tool for aligning your emotions with your aspirations. When you vividly imagine a goal or dream, your mind reacts as though it is already happening. The emotions you associate with achieving that goal, excitement, pride, satisfaction, begin to take root in your present moment. These emotions fuel your motivation, making it easier to take the actions necessary to turn your vision into reality. You are, in essence, rehearsing success in your mind and setting the stage for it to manifest in your life. Yet, the relationship between thoughts and emotions isn't always positive. Negative thoughts can trigger emotions that feel overwhelming or paralyzing, making it seem impossible to move forward. But even in these moments, you have the power to disrupt the cycle. The key is awareness. When you notice a negative emotion, trace it back to its source. What thought is feeding this feeling? Once you identify it, challenge its validity. Ask yourself if it's based on fact or assumption, and whether it serves your growth or holds you back. Often you'll find that negative thoughts are little more than shadows, lacking substance or truth. The beauty of this process is that you don't have to wait for external circumstances to change before you can improve your emotional state. You can start right now by choosing better thoughts. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, focus on what's possible. Instead of dwelling on fears, think about solutions. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means taking control of your inner world so you can approach life's challenges from a place of strength and clarity. The connection between thoughts and emotions also influences how we relate to others. When you carry positive emotions like confidence, joy, and kindness, you naturally attract people and opportunities that resonate with that energy. Your relationships improve, and your interactions become more meaningful and fulfilling. Conversely, when you're weighed down by negativity, it's reflected in your demeanor, and it can create distance or conflict in your relationships. By cultivating positive thoughts and emotions, you not only improve your own experience but also uplift those around you. Ultimately, your emotions are a compass, pointing you toward the quality of your thoughts. When you feel good, it's a sign that your thoughts are aligned with your values and goals. When you feel bad, it's an invitation to examine what you're focusing on and make a shift. This is not about suppressing or denying your emotions, it's about understanding them as signals and using them to guide your thoughts in a direction that empowers you. The power of thoughts is a profound force, quietly shaping the course of our lives. Often underestimated, our thoughts are the architects of our reality, constructing the circumstances, experiences, and outcomes we encounter. Each thought you entertain is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of your mind. What grows from these seeds depends entirely on the nature of the thoughts you nurture. A thought rooted in positivity, determination, or love has the potential to blossom into success, joy, or meaningful relationships. On the other hand, a thought born of fear, doubt, or negativity can grow into obstacles, setbacks, and discontent. Think about this: everything you see in the world, every invention, achievement, or discovery started as a thought. The towering skyscrapers, the intricate technology, the masterpieces of art, and even the smallest innovations were first conceived in someone's mind. These creations existed as mere ideas before becoming tangible realities. This principle applies not only to the grand achievements of humanity, but also to the individual successes and challenges of your own life. The way you think about yourself, your abilities, and your circumstances directly influences the outcomes you experience. Imagine your thoughts as a stream of energy flowing through your mind. This energy is directed toward creating patterns and shaping the way you perceive and interact with the world. When you dwell on positive, empowering thoughts, your energy aligns with growth, possibility, and action. You become more aware of opportunities, more resilient in the face of challenges, and more determined to succeed. On the contrary, if you allow your thoughts to spiral into negativity or doubt, the same energy begins to work against you, reinforcing barriers and drawing your focus to problems rather than solutions. Science has even begun to uncover how powerful thoughts are. Studies on the mind-body connection reveal that what you think can affect your physical health, emotional well-being, and even your relationships. Thoughts of gratitude and optimism can lower stress, boost immune function, and improve overall happiness. Conversely, repetitive negative thoughts can lead to stress, anxiety, and even physical illness. This is not just motivational rhetoric, it's grounded in research. Your mind is your most powerful tool, capable of creating change in your inner and outer world. Here's the key: thoughts are not static. They are dynamic and constantly evolving, shaped by your focus and attention. If you think of your mind as a garden, the thoughts you dwell on are the seeds you plant. A seed of fear left unchecked can grow into a weed that takes over your garden. But a seed of hope, nurtured with intention and care, can grow into a mighty tree that bears fruit for years to come. The beauty of this metaphor is that you are the gardener. You get to choose what grows. Now, this doesn't mean you'll never have negative thoughts. Everyone does. The goal is not to eliminate them, but to recognize them for what they are: temporary and often irrational. When a thought of doubt or fear arises, you have the power to challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it true? More often than not, you'll find that these negative thoughts are based on assumptions or fears rather than facts. Once you recognize this, you can replace them with thoughts that serve your growth and well-being. The world around you reflects the predominant thoughts within you. If you believe the world is full of opportunities, you will begin to notice them everywhere. If you believe life is unfair or unkind, that belief will shape your interactions and experiences. It's not that the world changes, it's that your perspective shifts. The lens through which you view life is colored by your thoughts, and that lens determines what you see and experience. The most empowering aspect of this truth is that you are always in control of your thoughts. You have the ability to direct them toward what you want rather than what you fear. This requires practice and awareness, but the results are extraordinary. Start small. Take a few moments each day to observe your thoughts without judgment. Notice the patterns. Are they supportive or are they limiting? Begin to intentionally replace limiting thoughts with empowering ones. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger your ability to choose becomes. Remember, thoughts are like magnets. They attract circumstances, people, and opportunities that resonate with their energy. When you think about success, confidence, or joy, you draw experiences into your life that align with those qualities. This is not magic or wishful thinking. It's a natural result of how your mind and actions align with your focus. You hold the pen that writes the story of your life. Every thought is a sentence in that story, shaping the plot and setting the stage for what comes next. So the question is, what story are you telling yourself? Choose thoughts that build, uplift, and inspire. The power of your thoughts is the greatest gift you possess. Use it wisely, and it will lead you to the life you've always imagined. Shifting your mindset is one of the most transformative actions you can take to change the trajectory of your life. It begins with a simple yet profound realization: the way you perceive the world is not necessarily the way it is, It's merely the way you've trained yourself to see it. Your beliefs, habits, and mental patterns create a lens through which you interpret everything around you. If that lens is clouded with doubt, negativity, or limitation, it distorts your view and prevents you from recognizing the opportunities and possibilities right in front of you. The beauty of this truth lies in its implication you can change that lens. By shifting your mindset, you can fundamentally alter not only how you see the world, but how the world responds to you. This process isn't magic, it's the practical application of one of life's most powerful principles. It's about replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones, challenging your automatic thought patterns, and creating a new mental framework that aligns with the life you want to live. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself saying things like, "I can't do that, that's just not for me," or "things never work out in my favor"? These phrases may seem harmless, but they reveal the limiting beliefs that shape your mindset. Each time you think or speak such words, you reinforce the idea that you're confined to a certain reality, that your potential is capped, or that success is out of reach. But what if none of that is true? What if those thoughts are simply habits, repeated patterns of thinking that have no real basis in fact? The first step to shifting your mindset is recognizing these limiting beliefs for what they are: stories you've been telling yourself, often without question. Once you become aware of these patterns, you can begin to question them. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it based on actual experience, or is it something I've absorbed from others? Does it serve me, or does it hold me back? When you approach your beliefs with curiosity rather than judgment, you create space for change. You start to see that many of the limitations you perceive are self-imposed, and that realization is incredibly liberating. Shifting your mindset isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending that life is always easy. It's about choosing how you respond to those challenges. It's about reframing setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as evidence of failure. When faced with difficulty, a limiting mindset might say, "This is proof I'm not good enough." A growth-oriented mindset, on the other hand, says, "This is a chance to develop my skills and resilience." The circumstances are the same, but the interpretation and the outcome are entirely different. One of the most effective ways to shift your mindset is through the power of focus. Whatever you focus on expands. If you consistently focus on problems, shortcomings, and fears, they will dominate your mental landscape. But if you direct your attention to possibilities, strengths, and solutions, you'll find that those things begin to grow. This isn't just positive thinking, it's a deliberate practice of training your mind to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Over time, this shift in focus becomes a habit, and your default response to life changes. Another essential aspect of shifting your mindset is surrounding yourself with the right influences. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your thoughts and beliefs. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, whether it's in the form of people, media, or even your own self-talk, it's incredibly difficult to maintain a positive and empowering mindset. Conversely, when you surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow, your mindset naturally begins to shift. The conversations you have, the books you read, and the content you consume all contribute to the mental framework you're building. Be intentional about what you allow into your mind, because it will shape the thoughts that shape your life. Repetition is another key to shifting your mindset. Just as your current beliefs were formed through repeated thoughts and experiences, new beliefs require consistent reinforcement. This is where practices like affirmations and visualization come into play. By repeatedly affirming what you want to believe and visualizing the life you want to create, you begin to rewire your brain. At first, this might feel unnatural, especially if your old beliefs are deeply ingrained. But with time and persistence, these new patterns of thinking will take root, and they will begin to feel as natural and automatic as the old ones once did. The process of shifting your mindset is both a challenge and a privilege. It requires effort, awareness, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. But the rewards are extraordinary. When you change the way you think, you change the way you act. When you change the way you act, you change the results you achieve. And when you change the results you achieve, you change the course of your life. Every moment is an opportunity to choose a new thought, a new belief, and a new perspective. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've believed in the past. What matters is what you choose to believe now. Shifting your mindset is the key to unlocking the limitless potential that has always been within you. The choice is yours to make. Your mind is like a garden, an ever-evolving landscape that grows and changes based on the seeds you plant and the care you provide. These seeds are your thoughts, and what you plant will inevitably shape the harvest you reap in life. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, you will find your garden overrun with weeds, those unwelcome, unproductive habits and circumstances that drain your energy and limit your growth. But if you choose to plant seeds of positivity, hope, and determination, your garden will flourish with abundance, beauty, and every person is a product of their environment, whether consciously or unconsciously. The space you inhabit, the conversations you engage in, and the energy you absorb from others are not passive. They actively shape your thoughts and beliefs. I think of your mind as a garden. The environment around you determines whether it's lush and fertile or overrun with weeds. If you're surrounded by negativity, doubt, and limitation, your mental garden will be stunted, and your progress will be hindered. But if you surround yourself with positivity, inspiration, and encouragement, your mental garden will grow, and so will your success. This principle can be understood clearly when we look at the people we spend time with. The people around you are like mirrors, reflecting back the attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors that shape your own. If you spend time with people who are ambitious, driven, and success-oriented, their energy will rub off on you. You'll find yourself thinking more positively, acting more boldly, and striving for greater achievements. But if you are surrounded by people who are negative, complacent, or doubtful, their attitudes will seep into your thinking. You'll begin to mirror their behaviors, and your own growth will slow down. The idea of you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with has been echoed by many successful individuals because it underscores a universal truth. The people around you influence how you think, how you feel, and how you act. It's essential to choose your company wisely. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you to be better, who encourage your growth, and who inspire you to reach for more. Your environment is a reflection of your potential, so choose an environment that aligns with the vision you have for your life. Your physical environment also plays a crucial role in your success. The space you live and work in can either support or hinder your productivity and mindset. A cluttered, chaotic environment can create mental clutter, leading to stress, distraction, and a lack of focus. On the other hand, an organized and clean space can promote clarity, creativity, and a sense of control. The physical environment you create is a direct reflection of your mental state. If you want to be successful, you must first start by creating a space that fosters success. Think about the effect of having a workspace that is free of distractions, a place where you can think clearly and focus on your tasks. This simple adjustment can have a profound impact on your ability to take action and make progress. Likewise, the people who share your physical space, whether it's your family, colleagues, or friends, can either uplift or drain your energy. Pay attention to the energy of the space you inhabit and make deliberate choices to surround yourself with positivity, clarity, and inspiration. The energy you allow into your environment is equally important. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information, much of it negative or disempowering. News outlets, social media, and even casual conversations can be sources of negativity and fear. If you consume too much of this energy, it will seep into your thoughts and emotions, influencing your mindset and actions. The news, while important, should not be your primary source of information or inspiration. Similarly, the conversations you engage in should lift you up, not drag you down. Avoid spending excessive time with people who complain or dwell on problems without seeking solutions. Take control of your mental and emotional environment by choosing what you consume and who you spend time with. Read books, listen to podcasts, and watch videos that inspire and uplift you. Seek out content that challenges you to think bigger, to grow, and to evolve. The media you engage with shapes your mindset, and by choosing positive, empowering influences, you will reinforce the thoughts that propel you forward. It's also essential to understand that your environment extends beyond the physical and social realm. It includes your habits and routines. The patterns you establish in your daily life create an environment that supports your goals. If you wake up each day with a routine that sets you up for success, whether it's meditation, exercise, or focused work, you are creating an environment that fosters productivity and achievement. If you start your day by scrolling through your phone or procrastinating, you're setting yourself up for a day of distractions and wasted time. By being intentional with your routines, you are crafting an environment that is conducive to growth. The people you surround yourself with, the physical spaces you inhabit, the media you consume, and the habits you form all contribute to the environment that shapes your life. Success is not something that happens by chance. It is the result of deliberately creating an environment that supports your aspirations. Just as a gardener carefully selects the plants and tools to create a flourishing garden, you must carefully select the influences in your life to create an environment that nurtures your success. You are the architect of your environment. By making conscious choices about the people you spend time with, the spaces you live in, the media you consume, and the habits you form, you create an environment that aligns with your goals and fuels your success. Recognize the power of your surroundings and take steps to shape them in a way that supports the life you want to build. There is a natural law that governs the way we experience life, and that law is this: what you focus on expands. It is not merely a philosophical idea, but a fundamental principle that operates consistently in every area of our lives. The thoughts you choose to focus on, whether positive or negative, will ultimately shape your reality. This concept is so powerful that it can transform your life completely if you understand and apply it. Think about the times in your life when you focused intensely on a particular goal or vision. Perhaps you've been working towards a career promotion, training for a competition, or pursuing a personal goal like learning a new skill. When you focus all your energy on that goal, your actions align with your thoughts, and it seems as though everything in the world begins to help you move forward. Opportunities appear, obstacles seem to diminish, and you find the strength to push through difficulties. This is the principle of focus at work. What you concentrate on, you draw more of into your life. This principle can also work in the opposite direction. If your focus is on fear, worry, or doubts about your abilities, those thoughts will become your reality. The more energy you invest in thoughts of failure or limitations, the more your actions will reflect that mindset. You might procrastinate, avoid opportunities, or make excuses, all because your focus is directed on the negative potential outcomes rather than the positive possibilities. Focus, then, is the key to unlocking success or the barrier to progress. The mind is a powerful tool, but it is also a sponge, absorbing whatever information is most readily available to it. The more you focus on something, the more you train your mind to find evidence supporting that idea, and the more that idea becomes ingrained in your way of thinking. If you constantly focus on your failures or shortcomings, you will begin to see yourself as someone who is unsuccessful. If you focus on your strengths, potential, and opportunities, you will start seeing yourself as capable, confident, and full of possibility. The simple act of focusing on what you want rather than what you fear can shift the entire course of your life. We can look at this principle in the context of physical objects too. Imagine you are in a room filled with cluttered papers, books, and items strewn everywhere. If you focus your attention on the mess, your mind gets overwhelmed by it. It's difficult to think clearly because the clutter takes up mental and emotional space. But if you shift your focus and start thinking about how you will organize the space, suddenly your thoughts align with actions that move you closer to a cleaner, more organized environment. What you focus on has the power to direct your energy and influence your actions. The same goes for larger life goals. Consider someone working to start a business. They might initially focus on the obstacles, the financial challenges, the competition, or the potential for failure. If this is their primary focus, they might become paralyzed by fear, unable to move forward. However, if they shift their focus toward their vision of success, envisioning a thriving business, satisfied customers, and personal fulfillment, they are more likely to find creative solutions to problems, seek out helpful resources, and move past challenges with determination. The power of focus lies in its ability to move your energy toward solutions, not problems. The idea of focusing on what you want also applies to personal development. When you focus on becoming a better version of yourself, whether that's through learning new skills, improving your health, or cultivating a more positive mindset, you begin to attract the right experiences, people, and opportunities. Your thoughts align with the person you are becoming, and you start acting in ways that are congruent with your vision of who you want to be. On the other hand, if you focus on your flaws, mistakes, or areas of weakness, you will find it much harder to make progress. By focusing on your potential, you empower yourself to take the necessary actions to bring that potential to life. Focus, however, is not just about thinking about your goals in an abstract way. It requires action. To focus on something is to direct your energy towards it consistently. This means that successful people are not just those who think about their goals or dreams, they are the ones who consistently align their actions with their thoughts. This consistent focus allows them to overcome challenges and stay on course, even when faced with setbacks. Their focus keeps them moving forward when distractions arise and keeps them grounded in their purpose. Distractions, in fact, are one of the greatest challenges to maintaining focus. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and demands from others. But the more you allow your attention to wander, the less effective your efforts will be. This is why successful individuals guard their focus with intention. They make time to work toward their goals without allowing interruptions to derail their progress. They understand that time and energy are limited resources, and they use both wisely, focusing on the activities that will bring them closer to their goals. So, the question becomes, what are you focusing on right now? Are you focusing on your goals and the possibilities ahead of you, or are you focusing on the obstacles and limitations that seem to stand in your way? Your thoughts, whether conscious or subconscious, are the blueprint for your actions. The more you focus on what you want to create in your life, the more you will direct your actions toward bringing that vision to life. The beauty of focus is that it amplifies your intentions. What you think about and focus on will inevitably become a part of your life's reality. Focus is the lens through which you view the world, and it colors every action, decision, and outcome. Shift your focus to your dreams, possibilities, and the person you aspire to be, and you will begin to see your world change in ways you never thought possible. When you focus on your goals, you unlock the full power of your mind, and that power is limitless.